Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today, we're going to be looking at AI
Yeah.
and its potential impact on software engineers.
Ooh.
So whether you are a coder yourself, maybe you're prepping for a debate
Right.
about the future of tech, or maybe you're just curious about what all the buzz is about, this deep dive is for you.
Absolutely.
We've got a really thought-provoking article that we found that lays out the arguments for and against AI taking over coding jobs.
Interesting.
We also have a clip from Lex Fridman's podcast where he kind of dives into this very question. And then we've got a YouTube video from a software engineer who's been using AI coding tools firsthand.
That's great. So our mission today
what is our mission today?
Is to cut through the hype and explore how the role of a software engineer might actually evolve. We'll look at the arguments, the anxieties, and maybe even uncover some exciting possibilities.
I like it.
No matter your level of tech expertise.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The article that we found kicks things off by highlighting AI's growing power to automate, like those everyday coding tasks. So tools like GitHub Copilot and Cursor AI are already writing functional code.
Interesting.
Based on simple instructions.
Yep.
Think about it. AI could be cranking out code 24/7.
Yeah, like a tireless...
Like coding...
Yeah. What's really fascinating is how AI could, turbocharge efficiency.
Right. So imagine software projects completed at a fraction of the time and cost.
Wow.
And think about the consistency that AI could bring to coding, ensuring that every line of code adheres to the same standards. This could be a game changer, especially for larger companies managing massive code bases.
Yeah, no more late-night debugging sessions. Sign me up. But seriously, though, while AI might excel at churning out code, can it really grasp the subtle needs of users and translate those complex business requirements into, elegant solutions? Code is just one piece of the puzzle, right?
That's a key point. And it's where things get really interesting. AI might be a whiz at automation.
But can it truly understand the why behind a project?
Yeah.
Those intricate problem-solving skills that spark of creativity, the ability to adapt to ever-changing user needs, those are still very much human domains.
Oh, yeah. It's like even if AI writes the majority of the code, you, the developer or the client, still need to understand the core purpose of the project. You need to be able to guide the development process, anticipate potential issues, and ensure the final product aligns with the original vision.
Absolutely. That strategic thinking, the ability to connect the technical dots with human needs and goals, that's what truly sets apart a skilled software engineer.
I like it.
Now let's bring in Lex Fridman's perspective.
Okay.
He's known for his deep, insightful conversations with everyone from scientists to tech giants. And even he admits to having that relatable fear of being replaced by AI as a programmer.
Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. So what does Lex Fridman propose we do? Hide under our desks and hope the AI overlords spare us?
Not quite. Fridman suggests a really intriguing shift in mindset. He talks about moving away from the nitty-gritty of writing every single line of code, what he calls low-level tinkering, and instead evolving into more big-picture designers.
I like that.
He sees AI tools as powerful allies, augmenting our skills rather than replacing them entirely.
It's like architects using CAD software.
Yeah.
The software doesn't design the building, but it gives the architects incredible tools to bring their vision to life. They can explore different possibilities, create 3D models, and ultimately design something truly innovative.
That's a great analogy. And this brings us to the YouTube engineer we mentioned earlier.
Okay.
They've been putting various AI coding tools through their paces. And their main takeaway is that while AI can get you 90% of the way there, it's those crucial details, those potential errors that might slip through the cracks that still require a human eye.
It's like having a super-powered calculator. Sure, it can crunch numbers faster than you can blink.
Right.
But you still need to understand the problem you're trying to solve, right? You need to know which formulas to use and how to interpret the result.
Exactly.
AI can be a powerful tool, but it's not a substitute for critical thinking and human oversight.
What we're starting to see is a middle ground emerging, a growing consensus that AI will likely transform software engineering rather than completely eliminating it.
Okay, so less Terminator, more evolution. I like the sound of that. And who knows, this transformation could open up exciting new opportunities.
I'm glad you asked, because that leads us to a potential explosion of specialized roles that blend AI expertise with good old-fashioned human ingenuity.
Okay.
Imagine software engineers becoming more like conductors, orchestrating a symphony of AI-generated code, fine-tuning the output and ensuring it all aligns with the grand vision.
Okay, I love that analogy. So it's not just about writing code anymore. It's about understanding how to leverage AI's strengths while bringing our uniquely human skills to the table.
Exactly. And this isn't just for like seasoned coders. Anyone working in tech or even just interacting with tech teams will need to grasp AI's capabilities and limitations.
Right.
We're all going to have to adapt and evolve alongside these advancements.
Speaking of bold predictions, remember Mark Zuckerberg's eyebrow-raising claim on the Joe Rogan Experience?
Oh, yes.
Where he predicted that AI could be doing the work of a mid-level engineer by as early as 2025.
Wow.
That's pretty soon.
It is important to consider the context here. Zuckerberg obviously has a vested interest in promoting AI, given Meta's heavy investment in the field.
Right.
But his prediction does underscore the lightning-fast pace of AI development.
He even suggested that AI might start writing the code for future AIs. Now, that's a truly mind-boggling concept. Does that mean we're all just going to be sitting back, sipping lemonade while the machines do all the work?
Well, not quite. Remember that YouTube engineer we mentioned? They actually made a prediction that throws a fascinating wrench into the whole AI takeover narrative. They believe that while big tech companies might reduce their reliance on human engineers, independent developers could actually flourish in this new landscape.
Wait, so big tech might downsize human engineers while independent developers rise up? That's like a classic David versus Goliath story, but with algorithms instead of slingshots.
Precisely, the idea is that by harnessing the power of AI tools, independent developers could skyrocket their productivity, tackle more ambitious projects, and potentially even compete with the tech giants.
So we're not just talking about surviving the AI revolution, we're talking about potentially thriving in it. Software engineers could become more like entrepreneurs, using AI as a springboard for innovation and creativity.
That's what makes this whole discussion so captivating. AI's impact will likely be felt differently across various sectors of the tech industry. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here. It's a dynamic, evolving landscape with both challenges and opportunities.
Okay, so we've covered the arguments for and against AI replacing software engineers. We've talked about how AI might enhance and reshape the role of software engineers. We've even touched on the potential for AI to write code for future AIs. But what does all of this mean for the average software engineer out there? How can they prepare for this future?
Well, the key takeaway is that adaptation is crucial. The average software engineer or anyone aspiring to enter the field needs to embrace lifelong learning as an essential part of their career.
It's like that saying, adapt or perish, right? But in this case, it's more like adapt and thrive.
Exactly. The future belongs to those who are eager to embrace new tools, acquire new skills, and evolve alongside the technology.
So it's not just about mastering the latest programming languages. It's about understanding how to integrate AI into the development process. It's about becoming fluent in the language of AI.
Yeah, and that fluency involves understanding the strengths and weaknesses of AI, knowing when to harness its power and when to rely on human intuition and creativity.
It's like learning to collaborate with a brilliant but somewhat unpredictable partner. You need to know how to communicate effectively, guide the process, and ultimately get the best out of that partnership.
That's a fantastic analogy. It really highlights the importance of those uniquely human skills that are difficult for AI to replicate: communication, collaboration, empathy, and strategic thinking.
Those are the skills that will set you apart in a world where AI can handle the more routine aspects of coding. It's about becoming more than just a coder. It's about becoming a problem solver, a strategist, a creative force.
And those skills are valuable far beyond the realm of software engineering. We're talking about transferable skills that are relevant in any field where technology plays a role.
This is where it gets really empowering, isn't it? We're not just talking about surviving the AI revolution. We're talking about thriving in it. We're talking about using AI to unlock new levels of creativity to build things that were once considered impossible.
Imagine a world where software engineers become more like artists, using AI as their brush to paint intricate digital landscapes.
Okay, I'm getting chills. That's a beautiful image. It speaks to the potential for AI to not only enhance our skills, but to inspire us, to push us beyond the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
And that's what makes this whole conversation so exhilarating. We're not just talking about a shift in technology. We're talking about a shift in mindset. We're talking about embracing a future where human ingenuity and AI collaborate to create something truly remarkable.
So we've talked about the arguments for and against AI replacing software engineers, explored the potential for AI to enhance and evolve the role of the software engineer, and even considered the possibility of AI writing code for future AIs. But where does that leave us? What's the big takeaway for our listeners today?
The future of software engineering isn't a binary choice between human or AI. It's about human and AI working together to create a more innovative and efficient future.
It's about recognizing that AI is a powerful tool, but still just a tool. It's up to us, the humans, to wield that tool wisely, to guide its development and ensure it's used for good.
And that's where the real challenge lies. Not in fearing the rise of the machines, but in understanding how to harness their power while preserving those unique qualities that make us human.
You know, it's funny, we started this deep dive with the question, will AI replace software engineers? But the more we explore this topic, the more I realize that the question itself is maybe a bit too simplistic.
It's not just about replacement, it's about transformation. It's about recognizing that the very nature of work is changing, and software engineering is just one example of that.
Exactly. And that change can feel daunting, absolutely. But it can also be incredibly liberating. It frees us from the constraints of the old ways of doing things. It opens up new possibilities, and it allows us to focus on the things that humans do best.
The key is to stay curious, to stay adaptable, and to never stop learning. The future belongs to those who are willing to embrace change, challenge assumptions, and envision a world where technology serves humanity, not the other way around.
So what does all of this mean for you, our listener?
It means you have a choice. You can choose to be swept away by the tide of technological change, or you can choose to ride the wave to become a master navigator in this exciting new landscape.
You can choose to fear the future, or you can choose to embrace it, to see the potential for growth innovation, and a world where technology empowers us to achieve things we never thought possible.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? The future isn't predetermined. It's a canvas waiting to be painted, a story waiting to be written.
And we, the humans, hold the pen, the power to shape that future.
That's a powerful thought, and it leads us to an important question.
You mentioned a question.
Yeah.
What is it?
The question is how you adapt your skills and approach to not just survive, but thrive in this evolving tech landscape. We've thrown a lot of information your way today. The promises of AI, the potential pitfalls, the predictions, both optimistic and, let's be honest, a little unsettling.
Yeah, it's easy to get swept up in the hype, to either see AI as like a magical cure-all or a job-stealing monster lurking in the shadows.
But as we've discovered, the truth is far more nuanced. The future of software engineering isn't about human versus AI.
It's about human and AI, working together to create a future of innovation, where technology helps us solve complex problems, connect with each other in meaningful ways, and build a world that's both technologically advanced and deeply human.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I encourage you to think about how you can position yourself to be a leader in this exciting new world. What skills can you develop? What knowledge can you acquire? What unique perspective can you bring to the table?
Those are great questions to ponder. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the future of software engineering. We hope you've gained some fresh insights, and maybe even a renewed sense of curiosity about what lies ahead.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.